Hey everybody, Turk Fickling here. We're at my house. We're in our front yard today for the COVID-19 stay-at-home series. I believe this is episode 4, right, Ryan? So today is going to be part 2 of our band series. We are going to have modifications in case you don't have bands. I really would recommend that you guys go out and get some bands. Just look up resistant bands whenever you do a Google search, and you'll have plenty of options as far as to where to purchase those at. Definitely check with Amazon first because they're going to have probably the biggest supply and the biggest options. Okay, so without any further delay, we're going to get right back into this. Ryan's going to be demonstrating the exercises. So without any further delay, let's get started. Our first exercise in this series is going to be chest. We're going to start off with the band press. Ryan, you're going to demonstrate the band press. As you can see where the band is laying across the upper part of the shoulders. And as you're executing this exercise, you're just going to come straight out. Kind of like a dumbbell press or a machine press. Now, if you do not have bands, you're going to do the modification, which is going to be a traditional push-up. And if you are having challenges with the regular push-up, you can do the modified push-up with on your knees. Yes. Excellent. Now, we also are going to bring back an exercise that we did in the first series, which is the ball press. So for those of you who want to get an extreme chest hit, you can compound the band press, which is the exercise that Ryan did first, with the ball press. And again, we're going to be doing these 4 times, 30 to 60 seconds per movement. Movement number 2 is going to be legs. We're going to go into a band squat. There's 2 options for the band squat. You can put the band around your neck or in front of your shoulders. So this is the band squat around your neck. Excellent. Now, the band squat above or on top of your shoulders. See how Ryan is just flicking it on the back end. Ryan, why don't you turn around and see? There you go, right from the side. Perfect. All right, so either version when it comes to band squats, folks, are basically the same. So just a different hit, just whatever feels more comfortable, whether you want to have the band resting on behind your neck or on top of your shoulders. Now, the variation or the modification for that, if you don't have bands, is just your traditional air squat. If you want to get more out of this, you can finish the air squat in with a jump. Excellent. Next body part we're going to be moving into is shoulders. Our first movement in the shoulder series is single arm shoulder press. Single arm shoulder press. This might seem a little easy at first, but again, we're doing this from 30 to 60 seconds. So that definitely adds up. And set. So the next movement in this series is going to be front shoulder raise. You want to keep the arms straight as possible and bring your hands together. It might be easier to do that movement. Excellent. Try to keep those arms as straight as possible. Good. All right. And the next movement that we have is the push away. This is the movement that we did in the first week's series. This is the modification for shoulder press, the wall press. So Ryan, go to the side so they can see you from the side. Remember, this is the push away. You want to get as low as you can. How's it going? Excellent. There you go. Right. Now we're going to be moving into the back. Back, we got to have our first movement is going to be seated row. And remember, as you're coming out and extending the arms, make sure you lift the chest and squeeze, pinching the shoulder blades together as you pull. Just like a traditional seated row like we've done before countless of times inside our facilities. Excellent, Ryan. Next movement is going to be bent over rear delt. So this is kind of a similar movement to the pull apart, but we're going to be doing this bent over version. And if you don't have enough resistance, you can choke up on the resistance band just like Ryan did just now. And then you're gonna treat this like a regular rear delt movement. Ryan, get your elbows forward more, even with the shoulders. Excellent. That's a good hit right there, especially when we're doing this with all three movements together for the back. The last movement that we're gonna be doing is the lat pull down. Now I'm gonna come out and be Ryan's demonstrator or assistant because we need something to anchor the foot with. Arc more as you pull up. So as you can see, Ryan was arcing quite a bit when he was pulling his arms in, and that's to make sure that we're getting a huge contraction in the bottom part of the lat and also engaging the upper back as well. Moving on, we're going back to legs. Now, this is the order of how we're going to be doing this too, folks. So I'm doing this right in the same exact order. The next movement series that we're going to be doing is back to legs, and we got the band squat and the air squat. Let's go ahead and just demonstrate that one more time. All right, let's see the other version of the band squat. And rounding out the series, we're going to be doing bicep curl and tricep extension. So first we're going to do bicep curl. Nice. 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 Look at Ryan's big muscles. Tricep extension, single arm or two hand. Let's see what version Ryan likes to pick up with. Single arm, okay. All right. If you don't have a band for these two movements, you can do a towel and you can have someone hold the bottom end as you're doing the single arm tricep extension. And for biceps, you can do the same thing. Have the person hold the other end and then you're doing a bicep curl. So the bicep and tricep piece, if you don't have a band, would require another person to help you hold the towel so that you can complete the movement. Rounding out what we're doing here is going to be our inchworm to plank. So this is the last tricep exercise, and this is the first conditioning piece that we come into play here. Do that from the side just so they can see, Ryan, how that looks. Walk out to your inchworm, go down to a forearm plank, flat out the butt, walk back in, and then you would repeat. Now, you're gonna do this for 60 seconds. After that 60 seconds, you're gonna finish off again with the band squat or air squat as your final movement for this workout for week 4 of COVID-19. Folks, keep in mind, we're doing 30 to 60 second rounds. We're doing 2 to 3 rounds. We're going straight through every movement. I've split them up purposely so that you should be able to go from one movement right to the next without stopping. Now, of course, if you need a break, give yourself a break, catch your breath, and then jump back in there. So this is week 4. I'm really confident that Mayor Brown should be probably letting us go back to resemblance of normalcy starting May 1st. And I'm saying that just because we got 1,600 cases in this state. We have 64 deaths. Compared to the rest of the country, we're doing pretty well. Social distancing is definitely going to be important. I encourage all of you to go out and get some masks or have some masks made. Ryan and I and Zan will be wearing masks. It's going to be kind of hard to practice social distancing, but we're going to be cleaning after wiping our hands down. We'll be wearing masks. We're going to be doing everything that we can to prevent the spread so that we can get back into doing what we do best. So, like I said before last week, I miss you guys. Can't wait to get started again. I hope these workouts have been helping you. We'll see you soon next week.